Annabelle Comes Home is a PG scarefest. Here's my drive time review. Annabelle Comes Home is the third movie in the Annabelle franchise, and I'm going to dare say it, it's probably the one I liked the most. The other two, they were scary, but there wasn't anything unique to them, so I don't even remember which one is which. I just remember being a little disappointing given that they're from the Conjuring universe, and that doll is pretty freaky. So in this one, she's still freaky, but she's got friends. Annabelle Comes Home takes place in the Warrens' home, and we've seen their basement full of evil entities in other past movies. So now this movie is focusing on their home. The bad news is the Warrens, played by Vera Farmiga and Patrick Wilson, are not in the film as much. They're pretty much bookended in the beginning and at the end, which was a little disappointing because I personally like their characters. And I think in the other two movies they were sidelined as well. It's okay, but I think those two have a great dynamic, and I wish I would have seen more of them. And I thought we were going to see more of them, but that's not the case. Instead, we focus on their young child. I believe she's 13, don't quote me on that. And her babysitter, a high school teen, and she has an obnoxious friend who comes over who has heard about the Warrens' day job. And so she wants into the room, which is off limits. So she unleashes Pandora's box by going into the room and summoning the ghosts and summoning Annabelle, who you never want to do. Even if you didn't know Annabelle had some evil thing about her, her face should be your first clue, and run the hell out of there. So anyway, she opens Pandora's box. What I did like about the movie is that it's not just Annabelle causing havoc. It's her friends in the room. So we get to see other evil entities that the Warrens had overcome. And so that was, I think, the freaky part of the movie, which I kind of enjoyed because I thought it was just going to be on Annabelle. The other two movies, to me, were weak. They weren't very interesting. They were scary, but I just thought there was nothing really original about it. And here you have, I don't want to say monster universe, like a ghost universe. Evil entity universe. So not only do you have Annabelle creating havoc, you have all these other bad spirits who are after the kids, essentially. On the scare scale, I would call it tamed. There were some really scary moments, not horrific, like sometimes we've seen in the Conjuring franchise, but they're pretty good scares. I think I yelled out twice, maybe. And they play with tropes, too. So you're expecting something, and then it doesn't happen. So I like the fact that they play with you in that aspect. And like I said, the horror is very tamed. There's some really freaky moments. But it just depends on your level of scaredy catness, if you want to call it that. For hardcore fans, it's not going to be scary enough. But for those who are not fan of the horror franchise, but they want a good scare and they won't be traumatized, then this one's for you. And in Annabelle Comes Home, we finally get some Latino characters, although they make nothing of it. It's just the fact that her last name is Rios. And one of the kids, they actually look Latino. So props for that. And also the acting, the acting is decent, not a big deal. But the young girl, the young Warren girl, she's so cute. It's played by actress McKenna Grace, and she pulled it off. You really feel for her because she's very quiet and shy, and she also sees dead people. So she's got that gift, like her mom Lorraine Warren. And that's an interesting aspect of it. And no doubt they'll continue to follow that route and use the kid as a vehicle for more Annabelle movies. So she's not gone yet, people. Expect to see more of her. That's my thoughts on Annabelle Comes Home. I want to hear from you. Post your review in the comments below.